Welcome to Geeks Corner, I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny 5.
And tonight we're going to talk about the Star Wars Nightmare, Ask the Geeks, and we'll get to comments in the corner. So why are you Johnny 5 tonight?
Because the last time I went to Disneyland, I heard Under the Sea fully 5 times at the park.
What were those 5? Just I'm assuming one's Magical Map.
Magical Map. There was a call out in one of the Fantasy Fair shows. Like it was just a little thing.
Yeah,
the carousel, and then in the Esplanade a couple times.
Oh, so you didn't go on the Little Mermaid?
Surprisingly
attraction.
not. And it wasn't
sure
in
that would be
Sensational, were the two places that I was certain I was going to hear it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's totally right.
So
there we go. Learn something
Under the
every day.
Sea.
So we're going to move right into our first topic. It is Star Wars and what's coming in the future with it. They're going to start filming it in 2014, JJ has said. And we don't know a lot of what... JJ. We don't know for sure what's going to be in it. We kind of assume that Luke is going to be some Jedi master that's running everything, and there's probably some teen angst with the kids or something. Who knows? That'd be Han and Leia's kids.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe not even teens. Maybe they're a little bit older, and they still have angst.
Or younger.
Or younger. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they're hidden from their grandfather. Or father. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we had fun this week, and...
Grandfather's dead, isn't he?
No, Luke. Oh, uncle.
Uncle.
I was thinking,
there we go. I'm like,
I just made
that's
Luke,
a great way to hide from the grandfather is kill him.
I just made Luke older than he is.
Yeah, you know.
He just looks really old.
I don't know.
So anyway,
3D is
we
amazing.
wrote a song about this that we've called Star Wars Nightmare, and this is a nightmare of a song. So
How dare you?
play it.
How dare you? Last night while lying in my bed, many thoughts swam through my head. Like, is the Emperor really dead? Or what if Luke turned bad? There's far too many blogs I've read, and stuff that Patton Oswalt said. It all conspires to make me dread, and then it makes me mad. So here's some things about the plot. I'm telling you, they better not. If Jar Jar Binks comes back to life, I swear I'm walking out. If the Jawas do a song and dance, I'll cry my eyes right out. If Han and Leia's kids are brats, if Luke becomes a bureaucrat, if Jedi battle Nyan Cat, I'll really have my doubts. There's so much speculation and I don't know what is real. Since Abrams is directing, he won't tell us. With all of this uncertainty, I don't know how to feel. What kind of film it is they're trying to sell us? If they take a visit to Kashyyyk just for Christmas Wookiee fun, I'll lock myself up for a week and never see the sun. Or if they find an Apple geek to use Siri to make R2 speak, I'm pretty sure that I will freak, and then that's it, I'm done. There's so much speculation and I don't know what is real. Since Abrams is directing, he won't tell us. With all of this uncertainty, I don't know how to feel. What kind of film it is they're trying to sell us? These are just the thoughts I had that kept me dead awake, worried about how many changes they will surely make. I finally could calm myself for what we have in store, when I remembered that Lucas guy ain't head honcho anymore. There's so much speculation and I don't know what is real. Since Abrams is directing, he won't tell us. With all of this uncertainty, I don't know how to feel. What kind of film it is they're trying to sell us? There's so much speculation and I don't know what is real. Since Abrams is directing, he won't tell us. With all of this uncertainty, I don't know how to feel. What kind of film it is they're trying to sell us?
Told you, Chewie made it in.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are things that should never, ever, ever happen in Star Wars.
Those are banned. If those are in the script, JJ, take them out now.
I honestly think if Jar Jar shows up on the screen, I will walk out.
Yeah, I think that's verbatim.
I think I will be tweeting,
lyric.
I'm walking out, because Jar Jar was in Star Wars, if that happens, because that would pretty much be the worst thing in the world that could happen to
basically.
to that show. Yeah. Anybody else? No.
Yeah. Pretty badly.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to the Emperor returning, though. Like, if they could make him alive somehow, that would be kind of epic.
Episode 7, The Empire Strikes Back again.
All right, so now we're going to move into a new segment that we hope to repeat depending on audience participation, and we will be doing this via our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/The Geeks Corner. And this is going to be called Ask the Geeks. We need to have a logo or something for it.
Ask the Geeks.
Yeah. All choral and everything, you could just sing it.
We just did it. What are you talking about?
We have 3 questions this week for Ask the Geeks. The first one is from Deidre Garcia, and she asks, here's a question my friend posed to me. How does Superman shave?
Kryptonite razor.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I was just going to say Norelco, but
Norelco? Yeah.
Sure, why not? Remington.
I said Norelco earlier today.
Remington, Norelco.
Or is he like, I want to say Native Americans cannot grow facial hair?
Oh.
Like, is it just a cultural thing, like the environment?
Or diamonds.
What? One more time?
Diamonds.
That makes sense. I like diamonds.
See, you're on with me.
He can't
on
grow
this.
diamonds?
No. Diamond for shaving.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I've seen him grow diamonds. He throws
No.
the stuff in the water and it
that's-
becomes diamonds?
That's why it makes sense on multiple levels.
So he just chips off a piece of his house and shaves?
I don't entirely know how he shaves.
Huh.
If you have a better idea, comments, and if you know, and don't that I've seen an ad somewhere on the freeway of what he shaves, and it might even be Remington or Norelco, but that doesn't count. Next question.
Remington was a private investigator, wasn't he?
That too, Remington Steele.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Then he
was a
became
Remington
James
Steel
Bond. And
Really?
Then
Okay.
he retired.
Nice.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, that was. Oh,
Yeah, it
nice.
was. Next one, Brian Laird. Instead of the classic debate of Star Trek versus Star Wars, this is my question. Which reality would you prefer to live in?
Star Trek.
And
And
what would be your ideal job in that reality?
engineer.
Is this really a question?
Apparently.
Star Trek, obviously, for both of
Yeah.
us, I think, because people live longer in Star Trek.
And they prosper.
Unless you're wearing a red shirt.
It's a blue shirt.
But you said engineers then.
Oh.
First timeline or second timeline?
Oh, first timeline or second?
Ooh.
I'm going to go with first timeline
Yeah.
Star Trek. Command, obviously.
Probably.
I want
yeah,
a starship.
That makes sense.
I'd like a ship called the Resolute, I think.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
makes
fun?
sense.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
I think that'd be a great ship to have. If you guys know that one,
I'll get back
comments.
to work on that.
Yeah. All right, third question. Steve Marauder. We know Johnny Five's favorite thing to eat throughout the day while visiting the parks, which
Bread.
is bread.
Bread.
What are some of Mr. Dapp's favorite snacks, meals, and treats available specifically in Disneyland and DCA?
I'm not Mr. Dapp, so I will drink coffee.
Extend this resort-wide, because Earl of Sandwich is definitely one of my favorite places to go. I'm also Starbucks. You can never go wrong with that. I know I'm probably ticking off a few people, but I've had to adapt, and I do enjoy being able to get a latte that tastes good when I get to the Disneyland Resort.
Do you get a latte or do you just get a little?
And listen to all this size, even the girlfriend's side. What else do I like? I like the pretzels with the cheese. That's always good. Actually, any of the pretzels are really good.
Muy
Oh,
bueno.
best food I think is the fried chicken at
I was
Plaza
about to say
Inn.
mayonnaise? Best foods? I don't.
Right? Fried chicken. Yeah. There's a lot of good place. And then the other place, if I want the absolute best, this is the real best food, is Napa Rose. If I'm going for an entire meal, I don't know. That would be my favorite place. I'm trying to think of other treats.
Napa Rose was a song in Music Man, right?
Popcorn's always good. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The Napa Rose, I'm home again.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The Napa dancing it.
I'm not as much, I enjoy churros on occasion, but I wouldn't say that's something that I crave all the time.
Yeah. No.
Like a Dole Whip. I definitely like the Dole Whip. That's always a good one. Yeah, I don't know what else I get. I don't eat in the resort that often.
You know what's really good that I don't get that
besides,
often are the tiger tails at the Bengal barbecue.
Yeah, there's a good one.
Huh. I got people on my side for
Actually,
that one.
pretty much anything at Bengal barbecue is good. So
Yeah, I've heard.
I didn't really answer that well. I'm sorry, Steve, but I like a lot of food. I'm easy, I guess, that way.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, we have coffee. Oh, I like the coffee. That's not at Market House anymore.
Wah, wah. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to comments. We're way ahead tonight, and I'm really proud of myself. So, comments. Woohoo! Last week, we were talking about the price increases at Disneyland, and it was pointed out that perhaps we're out of touch with reality a little bit because we are not going in large groups of things. However, we actually make sacrifices to go to Disneyland. I've given up cable TV in order to pay for my more expensive pass, and that's just the cost of doing business. It's something that I figure Disneyland is more fun than cable television because cable television makes you sad and Disneyland makes you glad. So I would rather go to Disneyland. But you know, our family didn't have a ton of resources growing up, so we definitely saved up for an entire year so that we could go for one day. And my dad, we used to live up north, and my dad would drive us down, and we'd be here for a week, and we'd have to listen to the steam trains and the Mark Twain and all this stuff while he was at a conference. And then we would get to go for one day, and we'd have lunch in the parking lot. And I contend that we appreciated it maybe even more because we had that one day that was our day. And then as we got older, we saved money and allowance money and all this stuff for, you know, maybe 1 or 2 days and then eventually a pass. And you know, so yeah, the prices suck. It makes it harder for families to go to Disneyland, but maybe it also makes it worth more. You know, maybe it's creating more value, and it's I don't know. There's a lesson to be learned, I think, in this, and it's not always the most fun lesson, but
it's because every week we talk about everything has a cost, and you know it's a matter of priorities, I think, and I don't think it's a good or bad thing if something is taking a higher priority than the extra $20 for a Disney pass. That, you know, if that needs to be what you cut, or if you cut out cable TV.
And you didn't have a pass for a couple months.
I actually, earlier this year, there were about 5 months that I could not afford a Disney pass at the old price, so I picked up a second job so I could get some extra money to be able to pay for that. So, you know, it's a matter of which sacrifice are you willing to make. You know, which one's going to be the sacrifice and which one's going to be what you're sacrificing for. And
it is a hard, you know, we recognize it's a hard situation because obviously in a perfect world, everybody can just go anytime they want to. But, you know, that's just not the way of the world. You know, some families can and some families can't. And growing up, my family couldn't. And we didn't go every year. You know, it was every couple of years or every 4 years. And I really didn't have Disneyland a lot as a child. Just because that wasn't in the cards for us. So I think it is what it is, but if they don't raise prices, I think too many people will be there, and the wear and tear on the parks and the manpower and everything else is just going to make it not the happiest place on earth anymore.
And then you're making all of the sacrifices and not getting as much in return. And that's, you know, then you're sacrificing too much and not.
And think how many people were complaining how busy it was yesterday and today. So. Yeah, I don't know what the great answer is. More comments. Let's hear more. Let's keep the dialogue going and change our minds. I don't know, anything. But
we asked the geeks earlier. Now we're asking you.
Yeah, we're asking the other geeks. It'll be fantastic. Also, keep your eyes open on this channel for this week because we're going to have a Geeks Corner Reports where we are going to go into the new iOS 7. We've got a whole panel of really smart people that are going to be talking about what Apple has in store for us this fall. And with that, we are running out of time, so we will see you around the corner.
Geek out. It was like Celine or something.
It wasn't Avatar. No, or not Gravity. There's a spider over there, and that thing is monstrous. Anyway, sorry, keep going.